The Warriors under Jerry West were absolutely amazing. As an executive, he was the one who had the decision in drafting Clay and drafting Draymond. He said, in no circumstance will I trade Clay Thompson for Kevin Love, even though Bob Myers and them wanted to get it done. And then you look at his drafting. He was excellent at drafting, but as soon as he left to the Clippers, it all went downhill. If we're looking at the 2020 draft, that was when the first huge mistake happens, right? You draft Wiseman. By the way, Minnesota was willing to trade back if you gave him next year's first round. Warriors said no, so you miss out on Anthony Edwards and you go Wiseman. Wiseman, who barely played like 3 games in college. There's so many better players. You could have got LaMelo, by the way, who's an exact superstar. You missed out on Obi Toppin, fine. You missed out on Denny. You missed out on Halliburton. It's a lot of bad picks there. Fine. You mess up one draft. That's not uncommon. But then 2023 happens. Kevin Durant's available. Kevin Durant said, I'd love to go back to Golden State. Instead, you rock with what you have. You keep Wiggins. You keep Jordan Poole. You keep Kuminga. You could have traded either of those 3 players with a combination of picks to get you get Kevin Durant back to go up against the Lakers. You probably win. Fine. Another huge mistake. You make Kevin Durant salty because he was willing to go back, but Bob Myers says we have enough as constructed. You won the championship before. You think you can do it again. You lose. Not re-signing Otto Porter. Big mistake. Fine. You messed up big time in the 2021 draft. You draft Kuminga at 7. And Kuminga is a very decent player. But you could have had Franz Wagner, who got drafted 8th. Huge mistake in my opinion. Fine, on 14th, you go Moses Moody. Guess who got drafted 16th? Şengün. You could have had Şengün. You could have had Franz Wagner. And you could have had a young superstar in LaMelo. Fine. You messed up big. But this last offseason, the Utah Jazz, who are trying to tank and get the number 1 pick, offer you Lauri Markkanen for Brandon Podziemski and a 2nd-round pick. Brandon Podziemski, who is absolutely horrendous this season. You say no. Joe Lacob says Brandon Podziemski is untouchable. Untouchable! He's untouchable because nobody wants him now. You couldn't even get a bag of chips. But at that time, you get a 26-year-old in Lauri who averages 20, who actually gives you size, a 7-footer, which you need.